and welcome to Biology Teaching Tips for class 11 and 12. Abstract topic can be very difficult because students are unable to visualize what happens in their head. To overcome this, we need to find ways to visualize the topic we are teaching. In this video, I will show you how to visualize the steps in the process of protein synthesis, both transcription and translation. To make DNA, we take a card paper, make it up half longitudinally and make a drawing like this. So this template is given below. You can see that template. I'm showing you what I did. 1, 2, 3 and 3 more. What I will do here, I will paste these 3. So prokaryotic protein synthesis, we use this same symbol. Now DNA opens up. DNA, which is double helical, opens up, and then mRNA comes. So we need to make mRNA which is more or less same length. So this is the coding strand which does not code, and this is the template strand which code for mRNA. Now mRNA is coming here. This mRNA always starts just opposite the DNA. If this is 3', opposite will be 5' mRNA, which ends in 3'. Now the same code we will use here. So DNA is A, this is T, opposite T will be, so let's take this. We do not have T in mRNA, so we will not take the red one. So we have lot of U here instead of T, so we will make pink. So same symbol I will use. So out of T, this will be A. Out of A will not be T, instead it will be U. As we use the symbol of U is pink, here I am putting pink here. And out of C will be G, say AUG, which is the starting codon. Then AAA, opposite will be UUU. So what happens here, after making this RNA, DNA recoils. I made some tRNA with clip, clover leaf like model. I made the sticker as amino acid, AUG, opposite will be UAC. These 4 codes for formulated methionine. So we write FMET. With the smaller ribosome comes here, and this enters inside the ribosome, showing triplet codon. So you can see here AUG, and so comes the tRNA with FMET. So tRNA and FMET join with ATP, become charged. We call charged tRNA and comes here. When it comes here, then comes larger subunit of ribosome, which is in prokaryote. This attaches here. There is a velcro given. So this is smaller subunit, that is 30S. This is larger subunit, which is 50S. It's not additive, it is sedimentation coefficient. So prokaryotic ribosome as a whole total will become 70S. It is the sedimentation coefficient, how quickly it can fall sediment. So now this ribosome sits here and first comes the FMET tRNA. This is we call P site or peptidal site. Then next is U, opposite will be AAA, which codes for phenylalanine. U, which is phenylalanine. It is attached here and come in the A site. The moment it comes, these two make a peptide bond. Now here is sticker, so I am just opening the sticker and attaching with the previous one. Now the whole thing shifts one more step. The moment this shifts, along with it this also shifts. So now A site become P site. Now A site again vacant. So this is CCA. So we will find GGU. CCA and CCU both code for proline. This is the only amino acid. So I am writing here pro in red so that you know that this is not exactly amino acid, very similar to it. The next one also will become proline. The moment this happens, this again shift one more step. UAA code for nothing, no tRNA. There is no tRNA for UAA. So it codes for something known as releasing factor, which comes here, and this is what we call stop codon. So the moment it stop codon comes, whole thing moves out. So this is destroyed. Ribosome become 2 subunit gone. This whole tRNA all gone. So remain only the proteins, only the amino acids, which this is primary chain of protein, which later on they have intramolecular hydrogen bond formation and they recoil, and then they further recoil because of hydrophobic hydrophilic interaction of R groups and become globular protein, which we call tertiary structure of protein or functional protein like enzyme or hormone or something. So in case of eukaryote, there is a nucleus, nuclear membrane with nucleopore. So here same way template strand opens up, make mRNA, but this transcription is a little different. So I am first showing you what happens inside the nucleus. So inside the nucleus, pro-mRNA, instead of RNA, it's a pro-mRNA. The mRNA which is which will be prepared is actually in two form, which is known as intron and exon both. So first I am writing exon, which is exhibiting sequence, exhibiting codon rather. From here exon name came, which I am writing here. This is also exon. This is also exon. Exon is what required, what carries the code for protein synthesis. This is intervening sequence. So this is intervening. So here INT and R taken and here ON taken. Intron, which is this intron. This is not required, initially thought to be this is junk DNA. Later on they found it has some role to play. So it helps that is gene expression in the form of 5' to 3'. And here also we will write similar codon. This template strand of DNA, opposite will be mRNA A. Instead of A, opposite will be U. This we call DNA to RNA as transcription, but in this case the difference is here it's not the mRNA directly. This we call pro-mRNA, where exon and introns are there. So now what happens? Here comes a protein known as spliceosome, which cuts the introns. It just removes the introns. So introns are removed and exons are rearranged with the help of an enzyme known as ligase. So here ligase, I have used cellotape as ligase. This exons are rejoined to form a new mRNA. This mRNA, still it's not functional mRNA. The moment transcription done, this is reunite to form normal DNA chromosome. So it attaches with the nucleosomes and go inside properly. Here, after attaching GCAP, it also attach something known as poly A tail. This attachment happens in 3' side and 5' side is GCAP. So this whole thing happens inside the nucleus. After poly A tail attached, this come out of the nucleus in the cytoplasm. What happens in cytoplasm? I am telling you now. So I am just shifting the nucleus so that I have lot of space to work. This becomes a functional mRNA. This is eukaryotic ribosome. So this is 40S. This comes and attaches with the mRNA. The moment this attaches with mRNA, the tRNA comes. So we got lot of tRNA. Different tRNA comes. So we find the first one is AUG. So opposite is UAC. So UAC comes here. So I have made the tRNA with the help of some green leaf-like structure we call clover leaf-like model attached on a clip. On that clip we have different tRNA. First tRNA is FMate, formulated methionine, which is attached with tRNA with the help of ATP and then comes here. The moment it comes here, it makes a bondage here, and then there is next codon is UUU. So opposite is AAA, which codes for phenylalanine, So before it comes, the moment this happens, first FMET comes, then the larger subunit of ribosome comes and attaches here. Now this smaller subunit, which is 40S, larger is 60S, it's not additive, it becomes 80S. So here comes the tRNA FMET. Next one comes phenylalanine tRNA. The moment it comes here, this is a sticker, I just open the sticker and attaches with the previous one with the peptide bond. The moment peptide bond happens, whole thing shifts one step. So here in ribosome, the moment larger subunit attaches, protein synthesis starts. We call translation starts. And here there are two sites, P site and A site. P site is peptidyl site where peptide bond formation happens. A site is amino acyl site where amino acid comes. So now next codon is here exposed as CCU. So opposite will be GGA. So GGA comes. So CCU codes for, let me see the codon dictionary. So CCU codes for proline and this attaches with the previous one. Then it shifts one more step. The moment this happens, now A site is vacant. A site is, so GGA codes for glycine. Opposite will be CCU. Now remember, this AA tail has no role. What exact role we don't know yet. Some role it must have, but it is a functional mRNA. So here comes UAA. So UAA does not code for anything. There is no tRNA for it. So what comes instead? Comes a releasing factor, which also known as stop codon. The moment it comes, the whole thing changes. So this goes away. These were released. This ribosome moves out. This also moves out. Whole thing destroyed. And this becomes the long chain of primary chain of polypeptide, which further recoils as secondary chain and then tertiary chain inside the endoplasmic reticulum and then goes to Golgi body, and it's with the help of a membrane cover. It may go out of the cell as secretion or it may remain inside the cell in the form of lysosome, and this completes the eukaryotic protein synthesis. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.